In episode 5, we talked about that multi-level devices can be charged independently wherever we want on the world. Here to see what is meant by that. We're back, Manuel, for episode 5 about, and now we want to talk about independent energy grids, or that you can use to charge your car with the multi-level technology. What do you understand under it, or like, do you want to explain it a little bit, what the whole concept is?
Feature independent from the grid is that normally you think about DC charging or AC charging. So DC charging is the supercharging, this pretty fast charging, which is a lot in the mind of people's. But there's also the opportunity that AC charging could be faster if you have a charging system with a higher power. So at the beginning of electrical vehicles, the charging system, the AC charging system, was often 6 kilowatts. Now we have this 22 kilowatt resistors, but they are not bidirectional. So this is because a charging system is a pretty complex thing. So you have your AC, so the sinus, on the one side of your grid, and 230 volt RMS. Then you have to change it to DC. This DC to a high frequency AC, about 20 kilohertz faster. So frequency determines the size of your trafo. Then you have this trafo, on the other side your frequency, and this frequency has to be transformed to DC. So you have a lot of transformations in your system, and to build it bidirectional, you need more switches. So this is one of the key factors why an multi-level converter is on the semiconductor side. Not that more semiconductor, because you need always this high current, high voltage, blocking voltage component, and you need also an PFC and power factor correction to have speed. If you charge on the grid, though, it is not allowed to charge with all frequencies and all forms of the current on the grid, because the grid provider doesn't want that voltage has a different form than on sinus, because a lot of components or electrical consumers need a good sinus wave. Though it is not easy to build such charging systems. That's the main conclusion out of it. And with a multi-level converter, you have the possibility to switch one cell on, 2 cells on, 3 cells on, like this Lego brick example. And you can build pretty good sinus waves. So
you could also design every wave you want, like it could have every shape.
Waveform you want. So if there's a grid with a different form, so maybe a bubble sinus or a rectangle one, a multi-level converter could be charged on such a grid, because we see the waveform and build it like and it's bidirectional. If the grid is down, we can pull the grid out of a blackout. So I think this is one pretty good example. There's a study which has researched if all cars in Germany are 8 kilowatt to push Germany out of a blackout. And this is an amazing feature, for example, and also on your home grid. So there's a blackout within your city. It would be possible to regenerate
out of it.
Independent.
Would it also be an alternative technology to gas? Because like currently gas is one of the main, like gas plants is one of the main technologies to buffer with like the production waste in electronic, because you always need to consume electricity when it's produced, and without like you never produce the same optimally as what you like need to supply. Could this also be avoided or like buffered with batteries? Yeah.
Main examples.
Yeah.
It is also it's one of the main examples to store energy if the sun is shining, the wind is blowing, and if there is a Dunkelflaute, though the wind is not blowing, there is no sun, you can give the energy back and get money for it. Right now it's not possible, but on the technical side it would be possible, and it has to be possible.
In the future. Yeah.
Question was independent from the voltage.
Yeah.
There are different countries with different voltage frequencies, ranges. So in Europe we have the 330 volt grid for 50 hertz, but in the US they have, for example, 120 volts. And with a multilevel converter, charging would be possible on both grids, though you doesn't have to build different derivatives for different countries, and the OEM for the OEM it make it easier because it's just software.
Means for the like producer, they can develop one model and only change it slightly in the expected countries. It would mean that like even like nowadays we see also that a lot of like old cars from Europe go to like Northern Africa, Egypt, and something like that. This would also be possible as well for electronic cars then.
And you can think about different charging systems. World countries often is a lot of sun, but you have problems to get your gasoline or something like this. But if you have this second life, well, I have no idea how to call it, but this vehicles which are working, but in Germany no one wants to drive it anymore, and the batteries will be work longer than the vehicle. So use it as a stationary system or something. But on the multi-level side, we have the opportunity to charge the car with solar. So you can have the solar panels without an MPPT, and charge it directly. Because a multi-level converter car can charge on each voltage, also on your charging system for your mobile,
Yeah.
Would take a long time to charge a runtime car, but it would be possible to charge on forward.
So it's impossible with an idle system. Then, yeah.
On normal system. And also the example, maybe you are flying with your airplane in Africa, landing in Uganda on a water plant, and wants to charge, and the water plant has 10 here, 50 volt or something like this. It would
Regarding electronic flying. Yeah. Very inspiring. Yeah.
I think it's a nice example that it's completely independent. AC, DC, everything is possible. Also, nowadays we have on the charging system, on the DC charging system, a funny thing, because we build a lot of charging systems for 400 volt, and now we are increasing the voltage to 800 volt. And this 400 volt charging system, DC charging systems, superchargers, for example, can only 400 volt, not 800 volt, but the car has 800 volt and it has to be charged on 400 volt. Now, and switching matrix on the vehicles, for example, for the Porsche Taycan, to charge on this low voltage, switching the cells, one half of the cells out of the system and charge it on 400 volt, and then in the other one, so backwards compatibility is not easy to achieve, but with a multi-level converter, it's easy. So this AC/DC, so you can charge it.
Should invite the band.
Maybe it makes sense to have a spot with it.
Very good. I think we can say it's the end of our 5th episode. Do you want to add something, or this time? I don't remember it either.
Du für das hier.
Ja.